With your forecast update here in Phoenix, the National Weather Service office, I'm meteorologist Jared Heil. We are getting ready for some pretty hot weather here across the desert Southwest over the next several days to come. That's our main concern. So here is what we're taking a look at in the latest forecast guidance this evening. Beginning Thursday or Friday, it looks like temperatures will start to exceed 110 degrees in some parts of the lower deserts, even here in Phoenix. And that will continue right through next weekend as well, at least. And it's around that time as well, especially in the urban heat island of Phoenix, when overnight low temperatures will fail to drop below 80 degrees. And that's really when we start to see the very high or high heat risk. So this is going to be a big concern for us coming up this week. You can see from the CPC map on the right, they have at least a 60% risk of hazardous temperatures for next weekend, if not sooner, and if anything, that trend is holding and the risk is increasing. At this time across the Southwest, we have quite a few high-level clouds. These will tend to thin out over the next 24 to 36 hours. So the forecast for your Sunday, 102 for Phoenix is our high, 92 in Globe, and 102 over toward the west in Yuma, 103 in El Centro under partly to mostly sunny skies. Now here's the jet stream pattern. This is part of the culprit for what's going to become a very hot forecast, and you'll notice in time this 588 line is really where we're watching the intense heat to take hold, near and south of that line. That's where the high pressure is kind of anchored. And as we head toward Wednesday and Thursday, you can see that 588 line overtaking Arizona and California, New Mexico. That's where the heat is really going to take off. And then notice the ridge over the area by next Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, with any jet stream energy extending well up to the north and northeast. So this is the result of all of that. This is what you need to know. 105 on Monday turns into 110 Thursday and 112 on our official forecast by next Saturday. And these numbers, by the way, could be adjusted upward, as there is some guidance suggesting that temperatures could actually be hotter than this. Anything over 110, of course, anything over 100 degrees is dangerous enough, but once you get above 110 degrees, it really gets to be a concern. And you can see on our heat risk, also reflecting that, with moderate heat risk on Tuesday turning into a high and even a very high heat risk around parts of the area, including here in Phoenix, as we push toward the end of the week and next weekend. That's reflected in our weather risk outlook. We also have the chance for perhaps some dry lightning strikes by the time we head toward the end of the week in Gila County. That's because of a little bit of moisture coming into the pattern, but not enough for rain. This will be bad news, as it is the peak of wildfire season and lightning can spark fires. So it's also something that we are keeping mindful of and watching closely. Our week 2 trends, not a lot of help here in terms of precipitation opportunities close to home in the near term, but in week 2 we may start to see a little more moisture coming at us, especially in southeast Arizona. Temperatures remain hot, and over the next 7 days, as I said here, the precipitation chances are pretty much zero across our forecast area. So we'll keep you posted on these hot temperatures. It's going to be the big story over the next several days to come. We want you to stay safe. Heat is the #1 weather killer, particularly here across the desert Southwest. In the meantime, have a great night from all of us here at the NWS Phoenix.